how to be better chess player, how to be stronger chess player, how to improve our chess, how to find the strongest moves in nearly every position, and that's some of the most typical chess questions, and I'm going to give you answer. Just watch this video till end, solve as much position as possible, and I'm going to promise you that after watching this video you are going to be better chess player. My name is Petr Koutný and welcome here, and let's enjoy another chess training video coming from our YouTube chess channel to you. So first position, white to move, and my question is simple: what are you going to play now? Maybe stop this video for a while and ask yourself, what are you going to play? It's a simple position and you could play nearly everything, but only one way is the best way, and only one way is the way where you understand what you have to play, and that's exactly what's going on. So let's check the answers. The best plan in chess is to attack your opponent's weaknesses, and the weakest point here is a pawn on d4, and you have to attack this pawn as much as you can, as hard as you can, and as soon as you can. So the first move is queen f4, because you are going to attack twice this pawn, and your opponent is going to defend one more time if he's not interested to lose this pawn. It's important to attack. It's important to push your opponents for defense, because defense is difficult for everybody in the world, and activity is the most important chess principle ever. So queen f4, it's the best move here because you're attacking your opponent's weakness. Okay, make sense that black is going to play a rook d8. Okay, it's your move, and my question is still the same. You are white, and what are you going to play? It's important to remember that the best plan is to attack your opponent's weakness, and the bigger weakness is pawn on d4. So why not to play a rook d1, because this pawn is hanging. Once he will take, and here is a check, and of course he will lose a queen. So after this move, probably black is losing a pawn, and if black is losing pawn, there is a big chance that he is losing whole game. Okay, maybe he will try to play bishop g4, but after f3, and here white is winning this pawn. Why white is winning this pawn and probably all game? Because he knows that the best plan is to attack our opponent's weaknesses. Okay, one more time before we are going to move for another example. Here is important to find a target and to attack this target. And that's the best way how to be better chess player. It's a simple, and you will see exactly how it's working in another position. White to move, and what do you think white is playing here? And let's start to speak about targets. Let's start to speak about weaknesses, and absolutely is clear that pawn on d6 is the biggest black weakness. Doesn't matter if you are not going to win this pawn. What is important is to attack your opponent's weaknesses and let your opponent to go in the defense. Okay, and the best way how to play this position is to play a rook c2 and a rook d2, and you're going to attack pawn on d6. That's a super strong. That's the best way how to play chess and how to improve in every single game in what are coming to you. So rook c2, okay, a6 and a rook d2. Black played knight d4. Okay, here is a hard move to second exchange, but because of another weaknesses, what are here, white has full compensation and probably is winning. But that's another story. Our story has another position. And here, white to move. And what do you think white is going to play here? And maybe now it's the most important time of this video. Stop this video and tell yourself that you are a better chess player, that you know what to play and you are able to play this position as a grandmaster. So don't hurry, take your time and tell me the best moves here. And of course, the target is pawn on f5, so we have to attack this pawn. And how we are going to attack this pawn? That's exactly the best way how to think. That's exactly the best way how to change our mind. And that's the best way how to be better chess player. So the first move is g3. Of course, we are not going to play bishop g2, but we are going to play bishop h3 to attack this pawn. And next moves are rook f1. Not only to attack bishop on f2, but of course to attack pawn on f5. And if we are winning this pawn, we are winning all game. Such a simple plan. Every time remember that the best way how to play our chess is to attack our opponent's weaknesses. So g3, bishop h3, and now rook f1. f5 pawn is falling down, and well done to everybody who was able to find this solution. And another diagram is waiting for us. So white on move, and I'm going to ask you, what are you going to play here? This position is maybe more difficult and complicated, but don't worry, still it's the same job to find our opponent's biggest weakness and to attack our opponent's weakness. And the weakness should be pawn on e5. And white found it interesting way how to play this position. He is going to play rook a1. He is going to take on e5. And then he is going to play rook a5 to attack this pawn twice or maybe 3 times. And of course, this pawn is in a big danger. So okay, now let's play this position. Rook a1, now exchange and rook a5. Now white is doing well. Of course, maybe bishop b5 is the answer, but c4, b6 and rook a1. And watch another weakness. Another weakness is there, and pawn on a6 is exactly lost pawn, and that's the reason why black is losing his game, because white is attacking black weaknesses. It's a simple way how to play chess. Every time attack your opponent's weaknesses. Okay? Last position. White on move, and my question is, what white is going to play here? And believe me that I am sure that you are going to find the best way how to play this position. It's not hard. Hopefully you agree with me, and if you agree with me, feel free and press like and follow and be our another follower. Now do your best and prove that you improve in chess. The biggest black weakness is pawn on a6. So white is going to play rook a3, rook e3, a3, and he is going to attack this pawn. At the end, probably he is going to win this pawn. So rook e3 happened. Now, okay, one tempo. And after bishop b7, b4, and queen a4. And just imagine how this simple weak pawn on a6 is under heavy pressure, and sooner or later black is going to lose this pawn, and that's not a surprise. That's absolutely logic way of this game, because white was attacking the biggest black weakness. So okay, what happened next? Bishop b2, bishop f6, e5, and c5, and I'm absolutely sure that you agree with me that this position is lost for black. And why? Because white was attacking opponent weaknesses, and the difference between a weaker and stronger player is exactly in the way when players are able to spot and attack weaknesses. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and you improve in chess. If yes, thank you very much in advance for every likes and follows, and I believe that I'm going to see you soon here in another YouTube chess video. Take care, see you soon, thank you, and bye bye.